What's up, boys and girls? Old Uncle 2 back with you 7 days in a row because you beautiful, lovely people hit that like button every day this week and got us to our goal, so I continued to upload. And I didn't, yes, we got to our goal a little late yesterday, so couldn't do it, upload last night to where it posts in the morning. So here we are, Thursday evening, going to record and then upload immediately. And we got our 7 days in a row. Thank you so much to all you beautiful people. Thank you for rocking with me and the channel. Love ya. If you haven't followed yet, now's the perfect time to do it. And, I'm not going to upload every day going forward, but, I think you guys have responded decently well to the increase in uploads. So I'm going to try to keep up a increased workload. All right, let's just get right into it. It's freaking Thursday. S&P, let's go. So we did a market outlook. We did S&P. And on the market Sunday overnight trading before Monday open, we were right around this level. And I said, man, I'm hot for a short. But I was a little concerned, because we were seeing all this divergence here, right? Excuse me, there's fall allergies are coming in already. But we were at the divergence here, and we were kind of powering through it and continuing on, and that was a little offsetting to me. And I think we were even right about this level here where we were starting to make a new low on the RSI, and I was saying this RSI is about to reset, could very well be resetting. So I was a little nervous, although I did like it here. And I mean, as you see, we did get the reaction. We were just under it, and you see we got the reaction. There's algo money there, but we climbed up. We climbed up and screwed just enough to tick every sucker out of their money before we rip down towards target. Now let's talk about if we're going to get to target. So what I want to do is we'll talk about this wave coming down and what is in store. And then I want to zoom out, because when I showed you this, and we've talked about it, but I didn't talk about the implications recently to maybe where it triggers in your brain. But there's some big implications coming here. Like, big things are happening, boys. Okay, so we're basically following the count perfectly. We ripped this wave down. I've got some concerns to say that this is a finish to here, because even no matter what your count is, if this is 5 and this is 3 to there, A, B, C, and then this, you would expect a similar magnitude wave to this at least, right? Whether it be a zigzag or you think this is a 3 starting. So we haven't gotten that yet, right? So this is whatever we think this is incomplete in some way. Unless, of course, it would be, well, actually, we'll talk about that in a second. But I don't think this is, no matter what, I just don't feel that this is a good enough 2. I think we have 2 pretty solid options. And the first option, I would say, is the more probable option. Let's get back down to 15. By the way, if you happen to be, and I hope you don't just trade because I said to do something, but if you're like, man, and you saw this and I want to short because Toot talked about it, and if you're looking for the algo, personally, I'd be out. If you're not out now, if your options and you can't take it out overnight, that's the way I trade it, mostly, I would take it out now, personally. Let's talk about our options, by the way, because I do think we have a decently near-term bottom. So essentially the options we have are, I don't think this is a finish 2. It's just too small, right? It's just, I don't even have to throw a fib tool on it. It's not even going to be close to 236. It's tiny. So I think that we either have some sort of flat in play, 1 2 3 1 2 3 5, something like that, to put in our 2. That if you're short, especially options, you're riding high on the hog right now, but this would totally completely screw you, like bad. Second option, which would screw everybody even more, and could even honestly be the case, is this might be. I'm trying to consider if I think this is my primary or not. I want to say it's not. I do believe the first one I showed you is probably the higher probable expectation. But for some reason, well, let's just zoom out and do a little live thinking about it. So if we complete to here, and this is some little wonky 3 into here, and then this is a motive here. Could be a very atypical zigzag, and then be part of. So we already have the A, B, and C, right? And if it's some sort of wonky little zigzag that turns around, and we're gonna basically, this is the, let's call this a secondary, a wonky, like we're not putting a ton of stock into it. It's just, I got that gut feeling, right? So, but if we're just talking about probable expectation, you know, the theory always beats your gut. Anyway, so this could be 3 down. So what if this were actually A, B, C? So 0, A, B, C for a flat wave. So a flat A, zigzag B, clearly would be an impulsive C. That could be pretty good screw you over type of deal, right? Maybe even running. I don't know. Doesn't matter. There's no need to project at this point, right? You would just want to, people that project things like that, it's kind of silly. You just got to see how it plays out. I mean, obviously you can throw out air quote projections, but if you're trading this in real time, you're going to want to be able to be agile minded, flexible, and act, right? Like, because if you're entered based on, you know, sort of the setup that I was showing with the algo short to you, oh, I'm in it till this level. Okay, you can be in it till that level. I would be out right now. I didn't take this. I told you guys I wouldn't, because I was gonna be busy on Monday, so I wasn't even thinking about market when it opened. You know, your boy gets so tilted when these freaking pitchforks aren't on their pivots. I mean, it was locked. As you see, it was locked. So I don't know what's going on. Trading View, explain yourself. No, I don't chart drunk, people. I'm not that guy. What did that change? It changed quite a bit, to be quite honest. Especially the interaction that we're paying attention to right now, which is here, right? So based on this geography, I would say if this is a C to here, I would expect something like this area, something like this. We're looking at this channel. We're looking at the median of this bigger channel from the top. We're looking at this pitchfork. And we're looking at this base channel from the top 1, 2 of this first motive here. I think these are all very relevant things. I don't know if you see these on the chart and you think that, oh, what is, you know, this, that stuff's clouding the way. No, this is really like what I'm paying attention to. If we get up through that area, that's when I shift to say that we're going to come back up, retest here. So that's where I'm at. I think get out of your shorts, and you can we catch a knife? I mean, it's going to be too late by the time open happens. Yeah, you can catch a knife. Let's see. I mean, look at this strong ass divergence that just sort of screams B, right? Flat wave B. What is this? I just want, oh, this was an extension for the next wave down. So it already hit. So, spoiler alert, you should already know this if you paid attention to the count that we've been tracking. Wait, is that the? Just make sure everything's on the right pivots here. Okay. So spoiler alert. Actually, we'll go ahead and take this over so that we can see. We expect a zigzag, this yellow line to be a ABC zigzag. Not that this is a part of a 3, but obviously the primary expectation on length of the zigzag is that 1-to-1 the first leg. And look where it corresponds with this bigger channel. We'll zoom out and show that. It would be beautiful. It's what we've been expecting for the longest time, ever since I've been told by plenty of guys that I'm an idiot because I was saying we were going to be a triple zigzag. I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. Like, people tell you you're wrong about the future because they know it. That's why no one knows the future, especially not me. Anyway, the second probable wave relationship other than 1-to-1 would be a 618, which we just hit nail on the head. Now, if we do come up here, put this 2 in, we could get an extended, it could end up being an extended 1. I mean, we just saw an extended 1 here. We have a pretty long one in this wave. It's longer than 5, that's for sure. It's about the same length as 3 almost. Let's see. This is the one top. Yeah, it's about the same length as 3, just a hair shorter because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no reason to get into that and get all intricate, but look at this dominant swings. We know there's 5 swings in that. Anyway, so yeah, if it does come to here in a 2, I think we're going a little deeper than the 1-to-1. Really put this channel to the test. Zoom out and see if this channel's not screwed up. No, it's not. It's perfect. But that's not the channel we want to use to project for that. We would want to project from this C. So we haven't even drawn that one yet. Okay, so yeah, we could break out, fake out of there, but I do want to hold up on this one. This one's not going to be useful. No. Okay. So this is the first base trend of the W. This is the first W base trend of the multiple zigzag, right? But we're on the third zigzag now. So 1-to-1, this wave to here ends there. Let's check our 1-to-1 this wave. Start shooting targets out here, boys. So 618 of that wave lines up with 1-to-1 of these two waves. So another point of influence for there, but 1-to-1's down here, right above between the 50 and 618 of the full retrace that we were pulling from there, from basically from COVID to high. It'd be between the 50 and 618. Really could be it too, right? I mean, I'm not going out on a limb to call for either one right now. I do tend to find that lowered, although 1-to-1 here doesn't even create a new low. We would like to make a new low. We don't want to truncate because it's just so uncommon. So really, I do think we should test the boundaries of this 2 basically that I was talking about. If this 2 happens, that 1-to-1 was probably not the primary expectation. I think I'm okay with that, especially because you really don't want truncate. If you do, I mean, that's big news because shit will go crazy. But in this instance, based on everything, I think that the standard typical probable expectation 1-to-1 might be tested. Let's put it that way. So, but either way, we're underway. I think that we bounce here, and then we're going to go back down. It's just a question of when we bounce, is it going to be to totally, like, this is what do I always tell you guys? What's going to fuck me over? And I think the biggest thing that's going to fuck you over here, if your bias is, seeking this new low, is that we come up here before we seek it. And that could fit beautifully, to be honest. I just got, like I said, I think probable expectation wise, it's not the highest because the way this zigzag plays out, this funky flat at the beginning with this long ass C to then insert that into a larger. I mean, it happens. I got a funny feeling, but I just, from a probable expectation point, like taking out my gut, it's not the greatest. But it is I would say secondary. And that's the thing that's going to screw you over. But right now, get the hell out, short around this area. If you get 3 waves and all of the requisite things, or actually you want 5 waves. So it's always hard to short that. Just the same reason I didn't like shorting this, right? Because I don't really love to short these plays. I'm more inclined to, even when I see the potential for a flat off the long, to eye along on this retrace. Remember I said I wanted to short and then see if we got 3 and I would look the long, even though I know that's flat potential. I mean, that's just, I know when I see this that's not great, and that's why you got to have a perfect setup, but that's just my inclination. So, and of course that's why we would not have done that. We were short, and remember our trade that we were actually in on Monday night was short Bitcoin, which clearly that did fine. If you didn't catch it, I took profit on that, which obviously now it's gone down even more, but I took profit back here. I mean, I don't care. This is the right play for me. Anyway, yeah, primary C to here, secondary C to here. Either way, next leg resolves down, and I don't even want to, like, I'm not even ready to talk about where we're gonna finish. You know, if it's close to double bottom, but makes us right now, I think primary, or not primary, but the first place you got to be looking is this next. Once we get clear of this bottom, is clearly got to get through this. This is going to be some branches to hit on the way down, falling out of the tree. But then the next real level is this pivot low, and once that clears, it's this 50. And then we can obviously zoom out, do more. Oh yeah, that 50 is gonna be big. That 50 is gonna be strong. I don't think if it gets there, it's probably gonna hold up, or it's gonna knife right through it. Won't leave you guessing. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that right now because that's beyond the, this is outside of our trading purview that we care about. But the big thing to highlight again is, this final actionary leg of the final actionary leg, the C of the Z is underway. That's exciting, boys, because bull markets, they're more fun for everybody. So that's pretty awesome. Final leg on its way. Look at this. Bitcoin. What have I had to count? Final leg on its way. See this big C here? That's the final leg of the correction. What did I say about ETH? I said ETH is already finished. However, we're putting in the C of the 2. It's underway, boys. Remember we were here. I said that I was calling for a 30% drop. Some idiot on the post I put this morning to tell you guys I was going to put this up tonight. Some idiot says, he said to buy. That means dump. I have no idea what he's talking about. Just a troll, probably. But I can only imagine he saw the title of the ETH video and didn't watch it. It's gonna, buy after it goes down 30%. So, this, whatever it takes to get down to here. You guys remember. Right at the 50 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, everything's in that area of a bounce. So, I mean, shit, if we're just talking trades, and you could take these at night. So now we're really getting off schedule here, but anybody who watches me knows that that's what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5 swings in the 5th. Reaction at the low. No volume coming in yet, but that's your saving grace to potentially be able to get in this for now, because you're not going to see this for a bit. Maybe this puppy can put in 5 off the low at a 2 5 minutes, and then you get that 3, that juicy 3 off of it. So if it finishes here and starts to retrace, we don't buy it when it goes down. That would suck. It would be 3 waves into the probable area for a zigzag. If it goes here, then we're feeling better, but we're still only on 3 waves. It's when we retrace something like this and go up again, then we get 3 down. A solid 3. This is the trade that I was talking about. The trade that, 10 minutes to change your lives, where it's an inadequate retracement. And I won't go all the ways that it's inadequate. Not going to start that now. Plus, I talked about it some in that video. I got plenty of training material. Can't give all the cookies away, even though I do consistently. Anyway, that would be the key. Or just YOLO in here for that bottom, because yeah, you know that puppy was heavy divergence. It is heavy divergence, multi-time frame, multi-pivot divergence, clear 5 swings in the final leg of a 5 swing move. In the 5th leg, you know, if we zoom back out to the 1 hour, this wave had 5 swings of this 5 swing move. I mean, to play a bounce, it's just, sometimes you can just do it without being so exact. But, you know, as soon as I stop recording in about 2 seconds, I'm going to sit here and about that one, to be honest with you. Anyway, back to the ES. I mean, I told you everything you need to know. We're underway, but it's super exciting, dudes, gals, that we're headed towards this final leg. Does it end here? Does it end there? Does it end here? Does it end down here? I don't know. But we've been doing this shit for the last year. I'm ready to be done with it. All right, boys and girls. That's a good one. Toot out.